Hi everyone, it's me again. I hope you're used to me giving you some law firm SEO tips by now. So today we're going to talk about something I had touched on earlier in a previous podcast, and that was how to actually use Google, okay, in helping you with your SEO with something called People Also Ask. Now, when you type in something that you're searching for, as an example, bankruptcy lawyers, okay, it's going to give you some lists, right? And then about a third or a halfway down the page, it'll say, people also ask, based on, your query. So let's use those exact questions to put into our website, either articles titled it or blogs or FAQs. Let's use what Google's searchers are already asking. Google is telling us, okay? So what I did, I searched for divorce lawyers, criminal lawyers, bankruptcy lawyers, personal injury lawyers, okay? And what I'm going to do now is give you concrete examples of how you can put information on your website that people are searching for right now, okay, this minute. And by the way, I have some breaking news on SEO with Google, how they're handling some of their queries, because I just found it this morning and it's brand new and I can't wait to let you know about it in a few minutes. Okay, first, my divorce lawyer search. Okay, so I searched for divorce lawyers. And then when I went down again for those questions, people also ask, okay? The first question is, how much does it cost to retain a divorce lawyer? Okay, you're not gonna wanna, you might wanna put your fees, I don't know, but you might make a blog post, say something like, typical fees charged by a divorce lawyer. And then you go down and, they might even be your fees. But that is something that people are interested in, okay? So that would be a great blog. Next question, how can I afford a divorce lawyer? All right, this is good. As a divorce lawyer, you might want to blog about setting a budget during your divorce, because a lot of people, they don't live by budgets, right? But you want to tell your clients, you might want to start budgeting while you're going through your divorce, okay? And that's how you can get that question in your title, okay? How to budget while going through a divorce. Should I tell my divorce lawyer everything? That's the next question. That's funny, okay? Some of you may have your clients telling you too much, some too little. This is where you're going to use your experience, your personal experience. And these are things that are going to set you apart from the competition. We're going to actually use all these questions to our advantage. What separates us from everybody else who's out there? Okay, so I would either, maybe you do want to talk about that, or maybe you want to make a list of pro bono lawyers, or maybe you want to say, tie it in with your budget blog or budget article. So that's a good way of having that. Okay, now I'm going to move on to, I typed into Google that I was looking for a criminal lawyer. Okay, first question, about halfway, third way down the page. What does the criminal lawyer do? Okay, so people are asking, what specifically are things that criminal lawyers do? You can easily, I would make maybe even a page about that at your website, okay? And don't forget to add what makes you different. What do you do as a criminal lawyer that's different from the rest of the pack? Okay. What are the two main types of lawyers? Don't know why that's even in here, because it has nothing to really do specifically with criminal. So we're going to go to the next. What skills are needed to be a criminal defense lawyer? That is a great one, because here is where you can make yourself shine, okay? You're going to say, the exact words of your blog might be skills needed to be a criminal defense lawyer, okay? You're going to list all of your skills, okay? They don't know that that's what you're doing, but that's what you're going to do. And you also want to especially list any accolades, any awards you have. And if you do, and if you talk about it in the blog, link back to the page or the area where it shows that. This way, you're also getting them deeper into your website. See, we're pulling them in via the blog, and then we are pulling them into pages. We want them to stay at your website, not just read your blog and leave. Okay? Here's a good one. Who is the best criminal lawyer in the world? Of course, you're not going to tout yourself as the best criminal lawyer in the world, or even as the best criminal lawyer. I know a lot of my clients say they do not like to call themselves the expert, the best. No, but there's ways around using those words. For example, you can name a blog, How to Find the Best Criminal Lawyer for your specific case. There you go. Again, it's going to be about you. All those things you list are going to be about your experience, your expertise. Okay, so they're going to be like, oh, this guy, he does this. So I'm going to follow this link to that page where he talks about it. All right, digging them deeper in, drawing them in. Now, here's the breaking news. Okay, listen up. When I searched for bankruptcy lawyers, no questions came up. Instead, this is what came up at the very top of the return page, even before the Google ads, okay? It says, Google screened bankruptcy lawyers nearby. So Google knows exactly where my computer is that I am searching from, okay? So this morning, I'm in Scottsdale. So it came up with a line, beautiful. The lawyer's picture, what he does, and their address, because they know that they're in Scottsdale, and so am I. And I'm looking for a bankruptcy attorney, okay? So how do you get this? I am assuming that they are drawing from the lawyer's Google My Business profile. That's how they're doing it. So please, whatever you do, and I've blogged about this and everything. I have so much information on my site about this. By the way, everything that I talk about, you're going to be able to download this page. You're going to be able to go to this page, just go to my notes below, okay? So your Google My Business profile is what helps you to show up in that. So please, whatever you do, have a Google My Business profile made, fill it to the best of your ability, and that helps with local search, people in your area finding you. Next, we're going to go to personal injury lawyers. When I searched personal injury lawyers, it took me to these questions. Is it worth getting a personal injury lawyer? Blog. Why it's worth getting a personal injury lawyer. Okay, and you're going to blog about why it's important. What percentage do personal injury attorneys get? Okay, it's usually that third, but help your prospective client understand why and how that happens. Now, I have a lawyer in Phoenix here, and he's got billboards and everything on his site because he does not charge the typical third. He charges less. So that's his, one of his big selling points. Okay, might be yours, I don't know, but you're going to figure out a way to work this into a blog, into a page, into an article at your site. What is considered to be a personal injury? Okay, this is a good one because people don't even know what constitutes a personal injury. So you're going to make a blog about what are personal injuries. You're going to list motor vehicle injuries, workers' comp, fall, trip and fall, whatever. So that could be a perfect blog. And the last one was, what does a personal injury lawyer handle? What does a personal injury lawyer handle? Okay, you could just expound on that, but just make sure you get these words somehow into the title and throughout the body of your articles and your blogs. Okay, so I hope you got a lot out of this one. There was a lot contained in here, and again, there was that breaking news. So share it if that would be great. Comment, like my channels, and I will talk to you next week. Have a great week.